Hey brats, welcome back to the channel, and tonight we've got another mic from the Fifine lineup, the K037B mic. It is a wireless lapel style, headset style mic. Not exactly one that you're probably looking for so much for streaming and gaming. It actually could be really great for VR. Walk around in a room scale setup and not worry about having to make sure I'm facing a mic. Something worth checking out. I want to say thanks to Fifine again for sending us another one. Let's check this thing out. Always have a small and safe unboxing knife so that you don't hurt anybody, hurt anything, cut yourself. Always be very careful, use the right tool for the job. So, boom. All right. So right on top, we have got some books and crap. Oh, thrown those already. And we have got, so this part out here, okay, we're gonna take the middle out first. So this is the receiver right here. So this is what you're gonna plug in. It's got one of those big headphone ports. This is one of those official ones, power switch, and this says Ant on it. Is this, what the heck? It's got a little tiny extension antenna to help you get some range on it. It's like one of those old cordless phones, if you remember those. They had those extending antennas. That's hilarious. All right, we got, this must be the lapel mic right here. We got that. Pretty simple. It's got a good cover on it. Good clip right there. It feels strong. It's weird. So the foam is like layered in here. So this is the headset here. Now these, I think they aren't supposed to mess up your hair, so they go on kind of weird. I think they go behind your head and over your ears. It's not terribly comfortable for me, because like there's these two paddle parts I think are supposed to be pushing on your head, and it's not really. The part that's pushing on my head is actually back here. I've got a strangely big head. I was told that when I went slick kart racing and I tried to get a helmet, they told me that it was actually one of their largest helmets because I have a weirdly large head. So whatever, that doesn't matter. So there's the headset right there. So you have two different options. You can use either one with this mic. And then, so this is the wireless unit you're actually gonna wear on yourself. It looks like it takes two AA batteries in there. On-off switch on the front, and then there's a set button on top because there's 20 different frequencies you can set this to in case you're getting interference with some other wireless device. So that's pretty cool. It feels solid except the battery door feels kind of just plasticky. Feels like that might get broken if you weren't careful with it, but the rest of it feels nice and solid. And we got something else in here. Oh good. We've got adapters. So most people, unless you're into serious audio, you're not going to be accommodating that huge one. So it looks like we've got two different adapters here. They look exactly the same. It says that one is for your camera and one is for phone. So, oh gosh, I don't know why those are different, but we have those as well. So that's everything from the box. You get quite a bit for this. So, boom. Let's test this thing out and see what we think. So I'm gonna go find some batteries real quick. So it looks like both of these take, yeah, this one takes AAA batteries. So let me go get some batteries and get these things set up, and then I'll get back at you. So we got these set up and powered on. This thing has a little readout right here, which is pretty cool. It shows you what frequency you have it set to and how much battery power you have. Although this has batteries into it and it doesn't tell you how much battery power you have. So I'm gonna hook this in, and then I'm gonna switch my audio over here so that you can hear what it sounds like through these. So this thing, I gotta get used to this. This is weird. So I think this goes around your head like this and then stays down. So like I said, this one, for my head shape and size, is not terribly comfortable. I think how it's supposed to actually work is both of these pads should actually be the part that's pushing on your head, but for me it's this part right here. So there's that one. You're hearing the audio right now. I actually am not gonna be able to hear it until I go back and check it out. So this This should be able to get a ways away from this. I guess the camera's only looking right here, so we'll test that a little later in the video. And then this you can clip on anywhere. You can hide the wire under your clothes, obviously. So now let's try the other one. Clip straight on. Should be very audible. I should be able to move around. One thing that I noticed with some of the, I did try a lapel one before off Amazon. Really here, if your clothes rustled out, it would pop really bad. So I'm trying to kind of move around to see if any of that's going to happen here. And so now for one final test, I've got the receiver all the way upstairs, probably about 20 feet distance from me, but it's going through the ceiling and a table that it's sitting on up there. So we're kind of testing how's the audio quality at a distance. We're still using the lapel mic, so I'm going to switch it over. Now we're seeing how the audio quality is on the other mic from a distance. So I'll be right back with you after I review all this. So some final thoughts here. I looked around online and I did figure out this piece, it looks like it's supposed to fit around the back of your head. It's very loose. It wiggles if I move my head around. It just feels like there's no way to get this thing fitting me very well, so I probably wouldn't use it personally at all, and it just doesn't really have the right application that I would anyways. So in swapping back to the lapel mic, I do want to say I've played around with some other of these kinds of mics. I have one that I got before off Amazon. It's a K037 brand, but this one, the K037 that I have tried to use for it, I ended up not being able to use it all because it would pop really bad whenever I moved around. So this one, it seems like if I'm moving, if my shirt moves or something, this one doesn't pick up the rustling quite as bad. Yeah, the audio is pretty clear. It does sound a little hollow and a little more echoey than I would like to. That could be something that I'm dealing with here in the room and the space around me, but this is supposed to be a portable mic, so if you're gonna have this out in the open world wherever you're public speaking or anything, that could be an issue because you could get that through your speakers and it wouldn't sound nearly as good. As far as value for money, I feel like this is a really good deal if you do want a mic like this. I don't love the fact that it uses batteries, but it makes sense. If you're public speaking and your mic goes out, you don't want to have to plug this thing into your computer and a USB port and let it charge before you can go back. You need to be able to just hot swap batteries really fast. Most of the time, people are actually going to have at least 2 of these mics so they can swap out the whole mic if they have a problem. But the range on it seems great. No matter what I do, I can't seem to make it lose range. So I feel like you'd have to get quite a ways from your monitor. And it's also really cool that it came with adapters and everything, because I know I was worried that it might not even be able to use it when I saw that big headphone jack, and it came with everything you need to use this for anything. So really the only case use I could see for this is either if you were doing public speaking or if you're doing VR like myself. It's nice if you're doing room scale or something where you need to be able to walk around a room and look away. You don't want to usually use an overhead mic or even a front-facing mic just because you may not pick up very good audio if you end up in the corner talking at your wall. Some big YouTubers like PewDiePie, he uses a lapel mic. He actually wears a Razer headset a lot of times with his mic out and then hangs another mic, a lapel mic from that with an additional wire hanging down, which I think would be super annoying and crazy, but some people really do prefer these types. I'm sure his is a very expensive, but this could be an option for you if you do want the portable aspect. Most gamers want something, they go for the Blue Yetis or like the HyperX Quadcast I reviewed because they look good if they're on camera. You can see them there, they're nice, and they're always in front of you, easy to talk into. But I would say this is still a good price for the money, but if you're a gamer, you're a streamer, and you're wanting something to use, unless you're doing room scale VR, I would actually say if you're gonna look at the Fifine line of mics, go for the cheaper, the K668 that I reviewed already, because it definitely is a very great mic for the price. It's less money, it plugs in USB, you don't have to think about batteries. It's still definitely the better gamer mic, although this is a good deal. So check it out, let me know in the comments what you think of these. If you've ever used lapel mics, if you found you've had good luck, bad luck with them, let me know what you think. I like that I have this now that I can use this for when I do more room scale stuff. One other con that I want to mention just for me personally is that this uses a 3.5mm jack, and my computer does not like picking up 3.5mm audio. It picks up a lot of interference with that, so I may need an official sound card or something to remedy that problem. So that's why I always lean towards USB mics for now, because I don't seem to pick up any interference with them. Thank you so much for checking out this review. I think Fifine is sending me one more mic at least to check out, one of their basically top of the line from their lineup. So I'm really excited about that. I want to say another thank you to them for letting me check all these out, and I will see you in another game.